I can see it in your eye, no something happy. I can see it. You're not talking, but your heart talking. Telling me you're hungry, you're not getting nothing. You're bold, you can't afford. Some of your life more than dig hole and cover hole. Some of your lost you the civil war. Some of your breadwinners sitting home, government say no job. You're fed up with the hard living. Just to survive, some of your inner in the street baking. We call the people who's up to help you. Who you're putting for? Look at how they think about you. They lie. They're not finished with the poverty reduction strategy. They lie to your division 2030. So empty. So can and give it. At the end, they defeat all of your improperty. Calamity. I wish I was a millionaire. And someone there I know and Ryan, let me make it clear. Instead of Johnny politics, I will build horses. Get loans to the poor so they can pay taxes.
Yeah, yeah.
You get eye, you can't see. You get mob, you can't talk, your folk can't even walk. Tell me, people hating you because you hear the cap. Hey God, why you got the man in the cap? Tell you, you're all in the community. What if I say it for those with disability? Then government say they reopen the school. You now see hungry people go to school. Instead of giving job to the jobless, hope to the hopeless, home to the homeless, they manipulate the system and make it worse. Now they come on make it even by the cup of breast. One man in more than 3 positions, the same thing they were against when they were opposition. You tell me what we leading to, so they think they call peace and justice, nothing for the poor. To be a money, they want you sell your soul. Either you cross the road or you bend down low. All a lie, I pray that my people rise. That one day God will show they get out of the cry. Wallah, when we could eat it, I know. We could eat it, I know.
When I see my country blessed with all the natural resources, and yet and still I see my people living in abject poverty, then I question myself, where have we gone wrong? I just wish I had the power to share the national cake, so everybody can have a taste.
For all they say, we go to school, so no job for all, we get pregnant. Hustling in the screen and they have money beyond do. I think you want to all they take your market. What do you want to do now?
Well, I'm a graduate of the state-run university, and everywhere I have applied, they are asking me for 10 years experience, and that is impossible.
We the air tell them widows, the government promised us our husbands benefits, and up to now we can't see it.
No good road, no good school. The health sector poor. Now anything that can jack a bottles. The politicians stay giving us empty promises. What happened now?
Who the just? In fact, who rather lay in a complaint to? They will listen to all what they in power. After election time, people know how important. After election, when we talk, they say we are Muslim minority.
Yeah. They say the evil a man does live after him, but the good is often tear with his own. So let it be with Caesar. And what for Glipper? If for Glipper, my people tired of suffering. We need a change. Listen, you not need to tell me what's happy. I can see it in your eye, no something happy. I can see it. You're not talking, but your heart talking. Telling me you're hungry, you're not getting nothing. You're bold, you can't afford. Some of your life more than dig hole and cover hole. Some of your lost you the civil war. Some of your breadwinners sitting home, government say no job. You're fed up with the hard living. Just to survive, some of your inner in the street baking. Your people, the people who help you, who you're putting for. Look at how they think about you. They lie. They're not finished with the poverty reduction strategy. They lie to your division 2030. So empty. So can and give it. At the end, they defeat all of your improperty. Calamity. I wish I was a millionaire. And someone there I know and Ryan, let me make it clear. Instead like Johnny Politics, I will build houses. Get loans to the poor so they can pay taxes.
All right. It is what it is. Today is another fascinating day for us to go through our weekend edition on the Career Guide segment. Gentlemen, I'm happy to be here with you guys, man. So let's just keep it a bit while we are waiting our guests to see if we can connect him because I noticed that he's facing some difficulty to join us. So let's try to just give him a few minutes so that he can join us, and then we just start the conversation. So, howbeit, let me just go straight to the intro and then play our team song while we await our guests. All right, good afternoon, good evening, based on your location, whatever you're watching from, be it from your car, be it at home, at your job site. I would like to say welcome to the Humanity Conversation. The Humanity Conversation is a podcast that highlights major human interest stories and development in Liberia and other part of the world. Today is another great day. I don't know the weather back home, but I believe that the weather is kind of a cool back home. So today is another great day. So I would like to say welcome to the Humanity Conversation. Today is October 16, which is Thursday, October 16, 2025. And I'm Morrison Dassin Jr., serving a co-host on the Career Guide segment on the Humanity Conversation alongside the host, Ambassador Paul Doe, alongside with our colleagues, Amadu, Morrison, who always sticking with all the technician for the Humanity Conversation. So what do we have for you today throughout the show? We'll be joined by our guest, a veteran journalist. Yeah, he currently works as a talk show host at the Red Power and FM in Virginia, Lower Virginia, right here. Fee. So he's gonna join us today and tell us the role of an individual if they want to take a career in journalism. How can a person develop a career in journalism and impact on society? So these are things that he will be driving us through today from our guest. So if you just joining, we'll say welcome again to the Humanity Conversation. We'll play you 1 minute of our theme song, and then when we get back, we're going to go straight to the rest of the panelists while we await our guests. So please stay tuned.
Get eye, you can't see. You get mob, you can't tell your folk can't even walk. Tell me, people hating you because you in the cap. They go, why you got no man in the cap? Tell you, no all in the community. What if I say that for those with disability? Then come and say they reopen the school. You not see hungry people go to school. Instead of giving job to the jobless, hope to the hopeless, home to the homeless. They manipulate the system and make it worse. Now they come on make it even by the cup of breast. One man in more than 3 positions. The same thing they were against when they were opposition. You tell me what we leading to. So they think they got peace and justice, nothing for the poor. To be a money, they want you sell your.
All right. Welcome to the Humanity Conversation. If you are just joining, I would like to say you got welcome to the Humanity Conversation Career Guide segment every Thursday at about this time. And today we will be joined by our guest. He's no one else but Hilary and Hilary Gibson. Our guest today, our guest having to be Hilary M. Gibson. So Hilary Cartier, pardon me. Hilary Cartier will be our guest for today. He will be joining us shortly. So I would like to say, gentlemen, welcome to the conversation. Ambassador Doe, welcome to the conversation. Today is your segment. I would like to turn the mic over to you. Welcome to the conversation.
So as Ambassador Doe is trying to connect the guest, I think we just give him the chance to do that. So if the guest is following through any mediums, he just need to make sure that he's using Chrome as a default browser. I think when it's opening Oprah. So when it's opening Oprah, I don't know if the platform accept Oprah link to open. So you just have to try and click. Or the only solution maybe uninstall the Opera on your phone. There was some people that Opera they used to as a primary. Opera is now that kind of prices with the base one. So I don't know how far Mr. Doe, how far we in based on the connections issues.
Yeah, our guest is still. Thank you first of all, but our guest is still finding it difficult. I just placed a call to you, Amadu, and I asked him to use and the Chrome. So he said you have Chrome, and he's trying to join. So I just placed a call to him again to check on him, to ask him to follow the procedure. So let us be patient with him. You know, I'm not in the district. I'm in time. I cannot do
Ah,
something in time. So at least
yeah, and
if I
you
put
see,
distance
around
for a
Broad Street.
workplace to where it can be, it's not far. I could just go to him to do it, but I'm in Morovia now. So that's the problem he faces. Nobody around to help him.
Okay, be careful because when you sitting in the street of Moravia, be careful.
Yeah, I read about say United Party headquarters because I came to do call here to do something, so I sitting around on the road.
Okay. I'll marry no joke. So yes, I was waiting him. Yeah, and had a conversation.
So, gentlemen, how's the Thursday? How Thursday back home? How's the atmosphere back home?
Yeah, well, from my end, the weather was hot this evening. It got cool and yes, on Langley fire, and then EDC carried the current quickly because you know when the Langley is fire, this current for safely. So you see where I'm at now, it's play a bit dark. So, but I'm grateful though. Yeah, murder is not bad. We are peaceful, so I believe we once the country is peaceful, we'll fight the difficulties no matter how. So we pray that we'll have a good weekend anyway. It's great from my side.
All right. So, Ambassador Do is currently on Broad Street. How's the atmosphere on Broad Street, Ambassador Do? The weather condition.
Yeah, sun is blazing on Broad Street, and just an hour ago, I was at CEO, and the young people gathered at CEO. They are doing extremely well to discuss issues that are permeating the corridors of our country. And there we see some breaking news that Riverside County has been connected with LEC, and that was the breaking news today that the young people at CEO were celebrating
Wow.
first time in 40 years for
Wow.
LEC to hit Riverside. So I think Liberia is getting better, and we are grateful for the leadership we have at this time. So for
Wow.
now, the atmosphere in Morovia is good. Sun is blazing here. Despite it's after full, but the sun is hot. So I think well, the atmosphere is good. That's all I can say. But I'm not too happy because my guest is finding it difficult now to join the platform, and I am not a journalist to speak to some critical issues. So I think I have to stay place call to him and see how best he can follow the procedure and steps to join the show because our audience are eagerly waiting to hear from him to give his expertise. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
you
So,
can do that. You can do that.
yeah.
Accent. I don't know if you know. You can copy the link. You can copy the link it's saying, and you paste it in Chrome. You paste it in the browser and see.
All
Because
right.
what I
Let me
was there,
see.
when you click on the link, you can open up. John.
No, let me see, Sonny. I think the both of us friendly. Let me just copy the link and send it to him directly. I remember him as the both of us chatted
Okay.
recently. Let me just copy the link and send it to him
Okay.
directly. Yeah.
Yeah, do that. Do that. Send it to me directly. Because that's the problem. I think you make Opera as its default prices. So anytime you open link, open directly into Opera. That's what happening to me. So as this is a career gas segment, as we waiting for our guests and our followers, thank for sticking with us. We always appreciate your times. We believe without you will not be here every day, making sure that we discuss on issues relevant to our country. The career gas segment is one of the unique segments on these platforms that will bring in experts and inspiring professionals in different careers to see how best they can get our expertise and get some advice to some of us who stay finding it so difficult to decide which career we should choose, which path. Even though we still waiting for Gabriel to decide, but we need to have something doing. We need to have a career which we have passions for. So today we expect a professional journalist to join us. If you don't join us based on the difficulties in facing, definitely we still going to say something around, but not around journalism. We don't want to pretend to be that we are experts. We just give some advice how best you can choose a career and be able to let you know that there's no way you will live or come out of high
Ambassador
school,
Do, please
go to
call your
university.
guest and tell him. Amadu, please, Ambassador Do, please call your guest and tell him let him check his messenger. I send him the link directly.
I'm calling him now as you are speaking. See my phone. I'm calling the man now as you are speaking. Yeah, calling him now. So he's not even taking away my call.
Thank you. So it's still finding difficult. So as I was saying, this platform is for every one of us.
I'm
And
leaving the
when
show
you're
to check on
following,
him.
you guys
Show
will
to
not.
check on him.
Yeah, Amadu, you're saying something.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, do that.
You are saying something, Amadu.
Thank you. So I'll just conscientize our followers that always come, making sure to follow this platform. We will say thank you always and thanks for sharing, liking, and always. At the career gas segment, which of course for me is one of my favorite segments on this platform, we have different aspects because there are a lot of us today. We go to school, we graduated, and still find it difficult to see what is our career, what career path we choose. As we waiting for Labrador to decide, we too can tell you this is the best thing. When you know you're good at this or passion. And one of the things I always like to tell people, don't learn one thing if you're in Liberia. Don't learn one thing. Try to be versatile. Learn other career path because you don't know at the end of the day which one you get employment in and which one will live with you as a career. So as we are waiting for the expert in journalism, we can still tell you that journalism is one of the best schools you can choose if you have passion for it. Don't let someone advise you and tell you say, oh, the way I see you can speak or you are eloquent. So I think when you go into the field of journalism, you will you'll be a better person. For me, Morrison, what I've observed, many people feel that to be a journalist, you have to be very eloquent in speaking. And next thing is you have to be one of the person with a lot of voice. You can talk anywhere, anytime. No, there are several other people into the field of journalism do not have to be the one that speak the lot of voices. They have editors, they have reporters, they have news writers, they have talk show hosts. So you see, many people who want to choose this career, right? We went to school with some of our young brothers, sisters, and some of our colleagues who are very good at writing, but then they feel that they cannot do journalism because they can't speak the, or maybe they don't have a lot of voice, they are shy, they cannot go in front of the cameras to be able to speak. No, journalism not only has to be someone who can go in front of the camera and be able to speak. We have different people in journalism. You could be a better editor. I remember in high school, Morrison, I remember um, at Tepennoh and Virginia Christian Academy, I always had the opportunity to be assistant editor for the journalism. I don't know how to call it, journalism students. So back in high school, I was always there, right? So we will go, they put a news writer, will write the news, bring it to us, we edit the news, and then people go and report the news. So I feel at that time, the only best place I could find myself is to be editor. Because I didn't have that phase really to stay in front of people to talk. But still, I was still contributing because the editor play a major role. So but a lot of people will be like, oh man, you want to be a journalist, you are shy. You can't be a journalist. These are things people say to people today, they don't follow their passions. Actually, don't follow their passions. Because people telling them that you cannot be this because you lack of this. No, no. in the field of journalism don't only need to be a talk show host or a louder voice to be able to go out there and be able to say things anyhow, because some people feel that when you talk plenty than journalists will confuse the whole thing in this country. I want to career stuff. But as we are waiting for our professional journalists, these are just some of the things I do believe, because for high school level, people thought I wasn't going to be a journalist. But then that was not, in fact, it was not something I was dreaming of. I just used to be there because I want to participate into something in school. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, so Amadu, thank you so much. While we await our guests, I think while we are waiting our guests, I think I would like to just drive into the topic on the discussion. Of course, we're waiting for our guests who happen to be a seasoned journalist, but I get to know some of the basic things that people out there forgetting to know, people out there looking at these people to be people that form part of the journalism fee. Like you see the bloggers, right? There are a lot of people out there don't know the differences. A feed that a blog or once someone is blogging, they are a journalist. Definitely that person is a journalist. So these are things that we need to be scratching on, and these are things I want us to just start to elaborate on some of it based on our own personal research until our guests can join us, right? So we go straight into it, and then I would like to distinguish to our followers out there the differences between journalists and a blogger. Yeah, the journalist and the blogger. The journalist and blogger differ primarily in their own writing style, ethical standard, professional responsibility, with journalists adhering to formal guidelines and blogger enjoy more creative freedom. Yeah. So sometimes people feel and bloggers should get accurate information when they're posting on their personal platform and other stuff. They will say, "Oh, this story you bring, this story not factual story," but they forget you to know that that person or that identical blog, they are not reporting as a journalist, right? They are reporting based on their own personal things that they observe through their own way of spreading that message out to get more followers. So people should understand sometimes the difference between a journalist and a blogger. So there are a lot of people, Amadu, if you take this like something like there are a lot of people out there who are looking at bloggers to be journalists. Take it from me. Take it from me. There are a lot of people out there taking bloggers to be journalists, and they're getting it wrong.
Sure, sure.
They're getting it wrong. So if you come down, they will tell you, say, the key difference are journalists, they start with journalists. For example, journalists typically use a formal writing style, focusing on factual reporting and objective presentation of information. They adhere to strict guidelines and standards set by their employer or professional organization. You get that? So if you come to the blogger, if you come to the blogger and the blogger in the key differences, you see that it's a blogger. On the other hand, often adopt a more informal and personal tone. Like I was saying, the way in which you want to present their story out, that's how they're going to do it because they want more engagement, they want more follower. Yeah. So they have the freedom to express their opinion and share personal experience, which can make their content more relatable to reader. So, like I was saying, we're driving there. So the blogger always create caption that will get the audience attention to follow his story, to go deep into his story so that he can get more engagement. So people that are out there feel that when they're following somebody blog, instead of following a newspaper or following radio news and other stuff, they feel that they can rely on these blogs to be giving factual information. You'll be getting it wrong. Because these guys are not journalists, they are not seasoned journalists. Somebody can just wake up today and get their Android phone, go on Facebook, create page, and say, "Oh, SYZ blog," and then they just copy it and paste. You seen it? So there are other online platform who directly operating from radios from news outlet like radio station and other things, they giving information on the internet. Sometimes they're doing it as if to say they are blocker Amadu. I don't know if you not experienced that. Sometimes they give that report based on like they acting like the journalists on their personal page. Oh, Ambassador Do is here. Hello, Ambassador Do. Hello, are you there? Ambassador Do, are you there?
Your soul, either you cross the road or you bend down low. All I lie, I pray that my people rise. That one day God will show they your order they cry. Wallah, when they me kuli de jainu, me kuli de jainu.
Yeah, so those of you that always rely on the viral blogs then for information, sometimes these guys just post stories that they feel that they want to post that isn't even factual. That they say, oh, let me just create this story to get more followers. So instead of you getting actual information based on issues that are trending in the country or news that are occurring in the country, you have to always pay attention to a newspaper or new outlet on the internet. Go on our personal website. Go through it. You like go on Front Page Africa. How many Liberians can actually go on Front Page Africa to go read some of these news that they post on their page? It ain't happening. People now they just focus on Facebook. But sometimes you take upon your time, you go on Front Page Africa, you go on the various pages then and the website, then go there and read news on your own. But because the guys are posting story and here and there, they ain't doing no good for all. If you feel that you rely on bloggers to feel that you get more information, they are doing it for entertainment. Yeah, they are actually doing it for entertainment. So you should know the difference between a blogger and a journalist. The journalists give factual information. All of that information that they bring, they will try to link their sources to it to make sure that that information is actually factual. So they said the ethical standard journalists are expected to follow a code of ethic that emphasizes accuracy, fairness, and impartiality. They must verify their source and provide balanced reporting. Like I said, the journalists always try to provide their source. They will try to provide a source to make sure that the information they are about to publish to the public that is actually accurate. So they will try to do everything to make sure to get that stories balanced. Even though they get some journalists that just post information based on feelings or based on cloud chasing. Yeah, they do it. They do it. So it happens every time. So we should know. So from the ethical standard, you see bloggers are not bound by the same ethical standard and can present information subjectively. While many bloggers strive for accuracy, they have more leeway in how they interpret and present information. Professional background. The professional background journalists often have formal education in journalism or mass communication and typical work for established media organization such as newspaper, magazine, or new website. Like I said, so bloggers may not require formal training and can start a blog on any topic without specific qualification. They often operate independently or as part of a personal brand. So these are things that happen. These are things that happen. You notice that the bloggers, you notice that the bloggers will operate the way they feel they're operating. They will give that information the way they feel they're giving that information. Because they feel that sometimes they are not accountable to anybody. But if you come to the journalism aspect, the journalists will try to give that report with a key source to that identical information they will be bringing out. So we should try to understand the differences between bloggers and journalists. It's just unfortunate that our guests finding it difficult to join us because these are questions that we wanted to ask him so that people out
So,
there can know the differences. These are questions we want to
so,
ask him. Yeah.
so we are talking about just going off because of internet issue, but we are back, like you said, right? We digital area. There was nothing called block up back then. We all need to depend on the print medias, the electronic medias for informations. Now, there are blogs that you want to rely on for information, like Morrison said. It's not wrong to rely on those blogs for information. But one thing you should know that those people are bloggers. They are not your regular journalists. Those people are bloggers. They post what they feel please them on their page. They post what they feel that they will get most engagement. Especially in our setting like we are blocking, right? We love controversial news. News that have many forms in it, especially social news. These are the controversial news we love. Now, the blogger go for it and post it on their page continually because they find engagement. Mind you, this blogger earn from online. That is how they earn. The more followers they get an endorsement deed based on their followers they get. So the more they increase their followers, the more they post controversial contents on their page, the more they get engagements. They are not concerned about how you digest the information, how you see it to be credible or not. Now, there are some bloggers, I mean, sorry, that you believe in, that you believe they post factual information. Now, that left with you, but do not depend on them as a journalist for your record news reporting. No, don't depend on them. They post what please them. They post what they feel their audience love and their audience gets engaged into. Those people are bloggers. They are not your regular journalists. Follow your regular journalists for your balance and accurate news. I see some people with drag bloggers. Oh, you don't know how to get the news. You don't know how to get the news from the both side. The blogger doesn't care. The blogger believes in controversial news. For example, be a blogger yesterday about me. They don't care to ask me. The journalists don't do that. When the journalists get news about me, they will not run with the news. Any professional journalist will not run it with any news. Any professional journalist will not run any news that they hear about me and will ask consulting me, will ask me if these news are factual or that is my doing and get wrong with it. No. The journalists call us side. Even though we have other journalists that are not ethical, have ethical journalists, but the ethical one we're speaking about, because journalism is ethical practice. It's not an ethical practice, it's an ethical practice. Today, because of the digital feed, there are many other content creators who create news around, so everyone will see them as journalists. They are not journalists. They got bloggers. So the bloggers, if you want the blogger to be balanced, you're wasting your time. If you're waiting for a balanced news from a blogger, you're wasting your time. The blogger go for a news, keep it on balance, make sure that you, the followers, get more hungry to know what is happening. You will keep commenting, keep rating, keep doing everything, and keep coming on with more bad information. Because why? That is why you are interested in. Now, if I come up to clear my side, if I claim my side, when there is something contrary, a controversy in my clarifications, the blogger can take that one and run with it. The blogger does not care about me. And mind you, every blogger is on the internet. They have their favorite influential artists or celebrities that you think about that they support. Have you seen some bloggers post good news about some celebrity and they post news that anyhow they get it for other celebrity? You ask yourself these questions. Are they a journalist? I'm not a journalist. I'm not a professional journalist. I've never sit in a class to practice journalism, but I believe that to be a journalist, you have to be an ethical person. You have to be balanced in your reportage, not with the bloggers. Don't depend on the bloggers for that. Now, you can rely on blog pages for news because now we are in the digital age where the first group of people that bring the news to us are the social media users. Today we have a lot of citizen journalists that when something happens somewhere, they will just live on a camera, record the scene, and today they are even helping the government or the journalists. Even getting there's a journalist says only depends on the cumulative journalists that just take their cameras. But I tell you, if you want a blogger to be balanced in a reportage, then I don't think you are ready. I don't think you're looking for the bottom news. You don't care about it. Blogs pages support either a political group or a celebrity, or who they feel they can drag to get more engagement. For example, maybe the blog page you see a news about our presidents, and they feel that when that news is negative, they post it. Now you can't defend of the president, and a lot of men will come to support what the blogger posts. You people will start to make the argument on the comment section. For me, I'm an X news source. More I know X more than any other platform. I have more followers on X than any other social media platform. There they look at engagement. People earn from engagement. People earn from view. So once the people post the news, you go for them. You go over those news, and the controversial one are the one you are interested in. And when they get to know the blogger, get to know you're interested in the controversial news, they post it more. They don't care. I just want to go, did he call the other guy to know your side of the story? Blogger care less about knowing the side of the other person's story. Until they want to do so. They are not, no blogger is accountable to you to give you factual news. No. They may create their own page, call it Amadu, and you're running his content. But there are bloggers that will put balanced news. And because of that, today, some of you follow them, it depends on them for the balanced news.
Yeah, and Amadu, you seen it? Somebody can just wake up and say, "Oh, I want to be a journalist," and just start writing or open and create page. Say, "I want to be a journalist," start writing story, all that stuff. You have to
No,
go. You have to go through the rank and file. You have to go to journalism school
sure.
to know your way through. Yeah. So, like you see, in a journalism field, they get different and areas of specialization, right? They get different areas of specialization. They get a print, they get it electronic, right? So there are other people. You know that one thing people failing to realize in Liberia, there are other place and things in the journalism field that can actually get attention, but people forget it to know about it. There are photojournalists. That person specialized in only photo. You understand that? They have photojournalists. So when they talk about journalists, they mean that the person must just go. The person should be part of the OB crew. Go also doing the presenting and giving play-by-play
They
distribution.
interview
Yeah,
people, they be
interviewing people.
talking.
Yeah, interviewing people, doing this, doing that. No.
They got successful photojournalists around the world.
Yes.
Successful
They
one.
just seriously. They live by it.
They live in
They live-
my sure.
Yeah. They get journalists that just focus on wildlife animal. You
So
see, they get journalists that focus on wildlife animal. These are journalists. But in a setting, the people just feel that when they say you journalist, you
you
should
go
go
on radio.
you should go on radio, you should sit on radio. When you sit on radio, you talk. People know that you can talk. They say, yeah, you're the best talk show host and presenter. You see it? These are things that people, great people for down there. But they forget to know the journalism field. Wow.
And
There are
Morrison, I don't
various
cut
kinds
you
of
off, right? I think our education is more based in our journalism field now. Education here for journalism is more based on your news writing and news reporting and being a talk show host. Now,
yeah.
many journalists are actually put camera journalism or video journalism into their curriculum. No, Morrison, it's not really happening. And this play, as in fact, in the social media world, these are people that are successful now. You could take some quality and beautiful photo, probably depending on you to get
You
photo
know,
and put it on a bureau case.
Amadu, that's the reality you're saying. If you travel in the Western world, you see these things, you'll notice that yeah, what you're doing back home, you say you doing journalism, you playing. The person will just look at this area and just specialize into it. You see that? Like you go on YouTube. Those guys that go out to do the wildlife and animal shoot and other stuff. They get people, they get a team, they get certain group that just focus on pictures, they get certain group that just focus on going and capturing the actuality. The animals capturing them on doing the video production. A specific crew, they just go there and capture and do a post. They study about it. They study about these things, right? But people taking it to be different thing. They even looking in that direction. When they just get a mindset that when they say you journalist, meaning you should go to Peter Kwekwe, you drive from Peter Kwekwe, then you go, you get your lip and smartphone, you hold your megaphone.
Public
Yeah,
administration.
you do public administration, you hold your lip microphone, your Android phone, then you get on the screen, you interview people, they say, yeah, you generally, oh, they make drive from Peter Kwekwe. So the field of journalism that is very wild like that. What actually you got from there?
Yeah,
Big that big. What actually you got from there? Oh, I only go down there to go know my way through how to be a talk show host or how to be a presenter.
Even journalism is not added to our curriculum in Liberia. As it only reporting and talking and now even sport journalism is not added to our curriculum in Liberia. Ask some of them that went to school, if they ever come across sport journalism, there are people who are experts into sports
And
who can teach you.
You see, I think I'm following TK, right? If you follow TK from beginning when he started doing the sport reporting, but because of passion and how serious man TK is, that got TK to this level today.
Not because he's doing classroom, no.
Not because he's doing classroom, not because he's doing classroom, because the determination and how serious he was, he had passion for it. That got him.
And he started with photos.
He started with photos.
He started with taking photos. Yeah.
That's why he is today. So you see it? But if they are going to be teaching this in school, making students to know the importance, say, oh yeah, if you do photojournalism, there are the prestige or there are the benefit. These are things that you can get from there. You reach to the peak in photojournalism. It will encourage the student to say, oh yes, let me take the first step, right? But it's not happening. Sure. The only thing they say, you go to university, yes, student, I want to go do mass communication. But it's just unfortunate our guests couldn't join the show, but there are a lot of questions that I wanted to ask him so he can elaborate on it because he was a seasoned journalist, and I believe he was going to and lay basic on some of these things. And we appreciate people that watch.
You know, there's a reason why many young people who inspire to be a journalist, they are whole dream to become a talk show. Many of them. Because they believe that it is a place that will know you quick, that a place will earn fast, and a place will listen to your voice quickly, and a place will recognize your journalist very fast.
Okay.
Many young people.
Take for example, our own brother and Obed. Now Obed is one of the most talked about talk show hosts, right? In Liberia. How Obed started from Red Power, right? You know the beginning of Obed went through the rank and file because of the passion, right? Obed had a passion. Obed kept doing it over and over. And today in Liberia, you can't talk show host. You can't Obed there. So children are coming out of high school now. They see these things. They see Obed Jiba on the TV. They see Obed Jiba talking on radio. They just get a mindset that, oh, I want to be a talk show host, but you don't know.
Everybody want to be a talk show host.
I want to be a talk show host. You don't know. Yeah. So, bro, we appreciate on the career guide segment if we can get someone from this field or seasoned journalist. If we can get our guests back, we'll appreciate us getting another person. We'll appreciate getting another person to actually appear on this segment and elaborate on journalism. Let people get to know the importance of journalism, that your focus point shouldn't just be on, I want to be a talk show host. Like most of the girls that you see getting out of high school, you see them going to university, you see them say, I'm doing mass communication. And because they feel I want to be a presenter.
Everybody want to be a presenter.
I want to be a presenter.
People are really afraid to be a news editor, news writer. Everybody just want to be a presenter. Everybody want to come to the cameras.
And they're forgetting to know the people that package the news and give it to the presenter. And these are the brain behind the entire package of that news. But they don't know. You just come in. They already set everything that you're supposed to do. You read. What are you doing there? You say, oh yeah, I present. Like you're gonna be able to. You say, oh yeah, I presenter.
And Morrison, quickly, that is the reason why when some of the journalists have for a consultants contract to be like a media consultant in some of these offices, they can take upon the job because they are not good at writing and editing. They're not good at talking. Not every institution will bring you as a media consultant in their offices, and they want you to be a talker. No, a media consultant should be able to advise, read, and edit and make sure.
There are,
That means most of
there are
them
a lot of
can do job.
there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them.
There
There are a lot of them that guy from the Voice of Labrador, majoring mass communication, or guy to the Peter Kokwe School of Journalists. Tell them say apply to the entity or the company here as PRO. They don't even know the difference. What it takes to be a PRO. They don't even know. I can tell you for sure. And if for honor journalism, yeah. So instead of some of them focusing on that kind of a place that will give you money, you be a PRO for a company that area you make good money from.
every institution needs a public relation. Yes. Every sound institution needs a public relation officer because you need somebody to guide you with the informations and be able to communicate well on different mediums. You don't only have to be one secretary in the office, no. But if you are up to the task, some of these guys you see on the radio talking, some of them are media consulting offices. They're not talking consultant. No, when they say media consultant, they talking consultant. They're not going higher because they want you to be talking. They want you to advise them. To be frank. Because to the extent someone focus only on the talking to be a news presenter, they are not a better writer. And when somebody hire you to be a media consultant and not talking, you're going to do in the person's office. No.
You're going red.
You're going red. You're going to advise how the news can come out. There are good writers who have made us a follower on the social media page. They are journalists. They never seen them doing one video content, but writing content. So now, through all your life, you just talking. That is the reason you're not a class, PRO, anyway. Because why? If they hire you, like maybe for example, food corporations hire you as a media consultant into that office. How many times people go do talking? People get marketing people go do that talking to market their business. You go in there now, making sure that some of the contents that come out that the marketer will be able to take out, that you'll be able to construct some of the contents very well. You don't know it. And we are not experts. That is a career. When you're advising you on this career, you want to choose. This career is not just about talking. It's not just about being a talk show host. I will tell you. Chase your passions. Chase it, but not only focus because everybody talking, you want to go. Oh, the man is a popular journalist, the man's voice is louder. I want to listen to him. That man passion.
The other one, you see one person sitting somewhere and claiming to be editor. I'm an editor. I'm a seasoned editor. You know what I mean? Say he editor. To be an editor, you know what I mean? One person can be an editor. They get an editorial team. Let me carry to the video production, right? Let me carry to the video production because I get idea only. Yeah. So if you're doing the video editing, right, Amadu, you won't have knowledge on all of the stuff that we put that identical the movie together or that musical video you want to put together. Number one, in the editorial world, they get animation specialists. They get a soundtrack specialist. That person on this focus, that's a team. How only they're doing the cut and paste, doing the setup between the lines that we want to put it, right? But I'm not a soundtrack specialist. I don't have ideas on animation. I don't have ideas on effect. There are people that are responsible, people that put their entire mind on it to say, oh yeah, a specific effect that you're supposed to do in this video, the effect specialist will tell you, say, that use this effect. You seen it? And so why would you sit and say you just classify yourself, say, oh, you are editor? So if you feel that you are a seasoned editor, you should get all of this knowledge, Amadu. You should get out of it. How to live TV. How to live TV. The chief editor, the chief editor don't have idea on ammunition, presentation, on the stuff that to put ammunition, all the stuff together. We have to call people out. They are specialized into it that will come and do it, create it, and leave it. And then the editor, the editor now with them, the editor now know how to do the blanket of it. Bro, there are things that people need to understand. Then you see, they say, oh, the hero, the person that the person that the best editor, this person that the best editor. No. I'm gonna do one person will sit down behind the computer on a video, working on a video. Like, take for example, you watch an African show. The warnings that can be going on at the caption there. What are things that you can see? You see
Yeah,
soundtrack.
those animations.
You
It
see
was good at
soundtrack.
that. Yeah, you're right.
The essentially the information that can be going on is a caption, right? And that caption that going off,
Mm.
everybody that contributed to that identical video, the production of that video, you see their name and what they did for that, what they did to make that video to be successful.
Yeah, role
You
play.
see their role play, you see the effect director, the effect directors get assistant director. You see the soundtrack get assistant. You see that?
Hmm.
They get it. Bro, these are things that people need to understand.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. When watching the movie at the end, like many people can just look at the end. The end, that just can be going on, right? They got cast, who did that,
Yes,
the soundtrack, who did the soundtrack, who did the songs, who did the editing, the effect, definitely. It tells you that the way we see journalists, the way we see the media as a whole in Liberia, right, is quite different. We see media as people who go and just talk and talk and talk, maybe read and present news. And that is how we are being taught in our various schools. I mean, so we can change the dynamics. Everything can be changed. Now we need. I don't know, but I always say this, right? Even the field I'm in, the IT sectors, we need a president or a government that will sit one day and say, I will send 400 or 500 young people also to specialize in different careers and come back and impact this country. Some of all here already have the foundations. Even when the person got a degree, they still have the foundation. They can go out there, specialize in different career. Country that Kenya did it, country that Ghana did it, other countries did the same things. You don't have to wait for it because the education we get here is stay on a stage or creepy a stage that will stay or like I don't know how to call it because I don't want to say something that will look so bad yet. But I'm saying we government can sit and say we look at 700 persons, 800 persons, send them to different schools outside Liberia, go and specialize and come back and implement them in that country. Or else, if you don't do so, we'll keep teaching the same thing. We'll keep teaching, for example, news reporting, news editing, and if you want to be a talk, go to the curriculum. Just go to the journalism school and see the curriculum there. That curriculum never changed since our papers started learning journalism in 1995, 1990, 1980 up to present. That curriculum is still the same. These are reality. It's not because we are educators and also learning, we shouldn't say this fact. But all of our educational sectors in this country, we need to move forward with the new digitalizations and change that have brought to many of the programs. We have to do that. We need to do that. We need to look for experts to go out there. We need to have experts coming into the country. If you cannot send out there, look for good teachers to come here. Yeah, most of us learn to do some video editing. We learn on our own.
oh yes,
Anyhow, nobody guiding us. Some of us learn to work in graphic. We learn on our own. Nobody guiding us. Some of us say we journalists today. We started on our own. Some people today they are journalists. They know what they want journalists is.
bro. When I started the photographing fee, when I started operating camera, I never had no knowledge on camera. And I go to no video editing school to say, oh yes, let me know the basic things to do and how to start. I didn't have knowledge on it. I graduated for YMCA. The first job, 2011, 2009, right after I graduated from YMCA, just got computer knowledge. And I was able to work in some kind of video and photo editing studio. I had no knowledge on it, Amadu. Where I started with. caption, how to cut caption. At that time, the cameraman you can see around go do people wedding and other stuff. When they finish doing that wedding, that video, everything, they come back. At that time, you can only go like they have the software, man. Not power director, but
Huh?
Adobe, something like that. The beginner level, I would think about the software. So the only thing you need to do is just cut the caption, the information they will bring, you call it, and then you blink it with the video the person will do to do it. Amadu, I started on that. When I went there, my boss man at that time, through one of my friends that took me there, he had knowledge on it, he taught me about it. And within no time, because when I saw the work, the first time when I saw it, I said, no, I can put more attention to the technical thing. And I built so much interest into it, Amadu. I went there, people that have been doing that work, cutting cash and other stuff. I went down there, put more time in, and I established myself with different software that the people I met there, that they were sticking to one software. I had to advance myself because I had so much passion for it, learning, like you said, on YouTube. And learning how to do cut and paste, how to blend video, how to move voice, how to do voice, lay over everything. Until I started teaching people the new software, the new editing software, the power director now. But when power director came in, knew that. In like, bro, when they just introduced it, I get onto it. I'm gonna do. My boss man said I was shocked. I don't go to school for it, but the passion. So
Yeah, sure.
one more if you get students, like you said, in our country, our brothers, our sisters who are very brilliant and are having knowledge on some of these things, like many of you that already get the foundation. If you opportune to get a scholarship to go China and advance yourself, you know what will happen for our country? That's a plus for our country.
It's a whole lot. A
The
whole lot.
government thinking about that. The government thinking that direction. So what we can tell our brothers and sisters, what we're simply trying to say, that today is the career God set me, and what due to be joined by our guests, and
Yeah,
Hilary
definitely.
Carter, but
I think
due to
we'll do our best.
some technical issues, he couldn't join us. But how be it, we couldn't just allow this segment to go like this. So we have to at least elaborate on some of the things that some of us know about and try to make our young brothers and sisters that are out there that feel that immediately graduate out of high school, the easy things to do is to go in a journalism fee, say I won't be a journalist, I won't be a presenter, or I won't be a talk show host. We're simply trying to tell you guys that the journalism fee is very, very broad. There are a lot of different things that you can involve yourself in that you can pay attention to. Then you get the photojournalism. The photojournalist, you can make good money out of it. You go there. There are a lot of things in the journalism field that people are not paying attention to in our country. That if you go there, you pay attention to it, you make money from it. Instead of you just saying, I won't be presenter, I won't be talk show host. No. Try to go deep and understand the actual meaning what you want to involve yourself into. If you want to be a journalist, go and do research about journalism and know the challenges what it comes with before you can involve yourself into. See the various and things that attach to it that you say, oh yes, I can get on this journey. Like you see, today Amadu, we running the humanity conversation. Amadu don't have knowledge on on talk show issues. Amadu
No,
didn't go to journalism school. Amadu ain't doing mass
no,
communication. You're not even doing mass communication,
no,
man.
not,
Nothing. For me, I've been part of the mass communication department, but where my focus been, I always want to be behind the scene to package the news and then present it so the presenter can do it. There where my focus used to be. There where my focus used to be that I just want to be part of the packaging team that will do it, or be part of the OB crew that will go out, hold the camera, mount the camera, capture the actuality, go back in the studio and do the editing. But because of passion, we're doing this, right? And because of passion today, we're sitting here, we engaging ourselves on camera, we're talking, even though we are not expert, we are not professional into it, but we're trying our best because of the passion, because we feel that There are certain things that people need to know. People need to pay attention to. They are not paying attention to it. That's the reason you see us group ourselves here with all of our basic schedule. We always come here to do it. I went away yesterday. I came this morning. I just got you take a shower. I get on the podcast because of passion. You see it? I'm gonna do there. I'm gonna do currently. I'm gonna do is at work. But you have to squeeze in time to go sit down in the corner to join the podcast. And because you feel that the ordinary people that people are not talking about, people are not paying attention to, and their voices need to be here. So that's the reason you see us coming here. But if you feel that, Morrison, Amadu, Aloysius, those that can be on the podcast want to do showmanship or SYZ, we are not doing showmanship. We are just trying to at least make some impact in society. We feel we can do it through our voice. And gradually we will get there. Gradually we will get there. So my brother, thank you so much. Let us get your parting comment because I just received a text like I sent you. I will soon be wrapping up.
Okay, thanks to put a stick with us, and we are sorry, like we said, for our guests, technical, and these are things we gotta talk about. A lot of people to access the internet, access certain things on the internet, still find it difficult. We'll look at time where we'll come and talk more about how to use different devices and other stuff on the internet. We'll try to provide that. We know from some of we are researchers, we depends on the internet lane. So it was great being here, Morrison, and at the time we have to go for the break and return back Monday on the next segment. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. Before you leave, I would like to read a comment section, those that have been following us. So we having the Ray Data been following. We're having Confident Julie following from Carwell, Confidence Irene Carwell back row. All right. So we have Drama Queen Celebrity. Drama Queen Celebrity won our $20 cash prize giveaway for the highest invite or share on the humanity conversation, inviting people on a humanity conversation. Drama Queen won. She won the $20 and the $20 that we put out for cash prize. She won it the last time. So we appreciate you, Drama Queen. Thank you for sticking with us. We appreciate everything that you do. We're still hoping from you to keep engaging with your followers to continue and following the humanity conversation. And we have our loyal follower, which is Dudu. Dudu is following. Dudu have been number one. We're taking that and note on some of these things from the genesis of the humanity conversation. To have been there, he always following, and then we having Letia Gibson following from Bernard, the ancient skies of China. All right, so would like to invite Letia Gibson. Would like to invite Letia Gibson to the humanity conversation. So Lee, if you're watching, please, would like to invite you to the humanity conversation. Well, I'll try to say
the recent segment where we have because with educational matters and how best some of the young people are inspired to apply for scholarship. We have that,
Yeah, so we invite Lee to the humanity conversation to lay basis on some of these things, the scholarship he was talking about. So probably people that are following can reach out to him if there's any other means or any other thing that he can do for them, for those that want to study in China, so that they can contact him as well. So Lee Tia Gibson, we appreciate you if you accept our invite, but I will send you a message on Messenger. So thank you so much, my dear brother, for always following us. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for what you did for the offer that you put up front for Aloysius Thelma. Yeah, we appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. So to all of our amazing followers who've been following today, we say thank you for sticking with us. We still appreciate your recommendation, your feedback in the comment section to help improve the humanity conversation. So again, if you see all here, it will be Monday on the research period segment today. Thursday, the 16th of October, having to be the last day of the week for the humanity conversation. And we'd like to say thanks you guys ever so much for sticking with us. Bye-bye from our end.